Testing. What's up, YouTube? So, this is another different video than what you might be used to from my channel. I'm trying to get better at this YouTube thing. You know, it's hard. It's too much like work, right? Trying to make the videos so that they're more professional and so that, but if I hope to get the word out and spread awareness, it's just something I have to do. I have to. I've been putting it off too long, so I'm trying to improve my videos, and hopefully you've noticed that. I feel obligated to my subscribers. If it wasn't for you guys, then I wouldn't have the influence I do have, and my life, I guarantee my life would not be what it is right now. I might not be here. I believe that this channel saved my life, and hopefully it's helped other targeted individuals, other people struggling to understand what's going on in their life, or just bringing awareness to the subject for people that aren't being targeted. Just shed light on something that they have no way of knowing about otherwise. So here's somebody that has their eyes open, right? This is Net Most Wanted.
You could try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
I have a very good conversation about gang stalking and targeted individuals with this guy for a while. A lot of good information and content. I think you'll get something out of it. Let me know what you think in the comments after watching the video. Please like, share it, subscribe to help spread the awareness. I mean, if that's what your intention is, to spread awareness about this issue, then that's what you got to do. I mean, you got to do your part. I'm not out to make any money. I will not make a penny off this channel. I've already vowed never to make a penny off this channel. That's not what it's about. It's not what it's for. So I will never do that. So it's literally just for everybody else, for the people. It's just the sole purpose of helping people in need. And nobody can make the claim that it hurts anybody. So it's crazy at the pushback that I receive, you know what I mean? Because I have no ill will or bad intent towards anybody. but I will speak the truth and I will call out injustices, crimes, and when something's not right. I'm going to call it out. I expect you to do the same with me. I'm okay. I'm a big boy. I have tough skin. I can take criticism. I'm okay. So feel free, please. Leave your opinions. I might not accept it or care, but I also might um, take it very seriously and put it to use. You never know. You know, it's important to share our opinions, thoughts, ideas with each other, with strangers. How else does anybody hope to understand each other? Okay, so with that being said, enjoy the video. And as always, remember, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And be good, or be good at it. Peace.
Targeted Baton, can you hear me? I don't think I can. That camera. Hold up, let's bring him in. Presentation.
I figured it out.
I can hear you now. You there?
Yeah, I figured it out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. What's going on, brother?
Not much. Do you need the camera? I have the.
Oh, we prefer to have the camera. You camera shy?
I wasn't prepared for this. I just no.
Okay.
I'm not camera shy. It's just I have certain people that target me that try to get any piece of information they can from me and they use it against me. So I try not to give it. I try not to give that to them.
Okay. Well, we'll let you just be invisible today.
Right on. I'm not trying to porn bomb you or nothing like that. I promise.
Okay.
I've watched your streams in the past quite a bit, but this would be the first time I ever like chatted or I don't know if you ever had guests up in the past, but this is the first time I've seen you do that. So I decided to take advantage and come up.
Okay. Appreciate you.
I like a lot of what you say. It seems like you can see, between the lines. You can see through the veil, and you can see the truth. And I just want to share my experience. I was started getting targeted in 2020,
Okay.
but it was by law enforcement because I was speaking out about a certain corrupt police chief in a small town. But the things that they do are the same across the board. If anybody's targeted for any reason, by my observations, by the powers that be, they all use these same tactics, and they'll gaslight you. They'll try to get you worried or down a rabbit hole, and then they'll paint you as crazy. It's all for control, power and control. But what I've learned is you just let go. When you just let go, everything happens for a reason. I truly, truly believe that. That's one thing this has done for me is there's no way there's not some higher force, controlling everything because I'm not that lucky. There's no way that they haven't been able to take me out or I believe I'm here for a purpose. You know what I mean? I can't hear you now. I don't know what happened.
You say lucky. Like what have you experienced? Why don't you share with us kind of what you've been dealing with? You say you've been having like some gang stalking type of stuff, or what's happening on your end?
That's exactly what it is. I just don't like to use the term because that's a term that they created. So I'm from the targeted individual community. I'm from a small town called Patton. That's hence the name Targeted Patton. And,
Right. Okay.
I had the neighbors do. I kept to myself. I minded my own business, but I always speak the truth. And apparently that conflicted with a group of people in positions of power. So they got together and they got with the neighbors, your close family and friends. They recruit people, and then they start this weird tactics. Like every time I'd leave my house, the neighbors would leave the house. When I lived in my apartment, every time I got up to go to the bathroom, my neighbor would get up to go to the bathroom. Just the weirdest shit you can imagine. So that if I tell somebody about it, they're going to think I'm crazy. I mean, it sounds crazy, the stuff they do, but it's just normal stuff that anybody would experience on a regular everyday basis, but they do it a lot. They sensitize you to it. So if I say that one headlight cars are following me around, it sounds crazy, right? But these are the things that they do. So make no mistake. So I've been speaking out about it since 2020. I got lucky and I kept it to myself. I didn't tell anybody about it, trying to figure out what was going on. And I was freaked out for about 6 months. I didn't know what was going on. And then I came across the gang stalking and targeted individuals. And I was like, what is this? And I noticed a bunch of people, it, they were reporting the exact same. I can't hear you. I think your mic keeps cutting in and out.
I said, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go. Okay. But the things that I was reading online, these people were all reporting the exact same, very specific tactics. And I'm like, there's no way this is a coincidence. So I, went down the rabbit hole more and more, and I realized what it was. It's, it's a way to community mobbing, community harassment, group stalking is what it really is. But the gang stalking term, I believe they came up with because it's easy to ridicule on here, online.
Yeah, it is.
And they put a bunch of disinformation out there so that somebody not experiencing it, if they look it up, they make sure there's a bunch of stuff that comes up. You have to look really deep into it to find the real
gang stalking.
Yeah, the real TIs. There's a bunch of fake TIs that come on and say some crazy stuff. And a bunch of real people that just fell down the wrong rabbit holes. They were gaslighted. So it's important to stay open-minded, do your own research, trust but verify, and understand that even people that seem like they're the best people in the world are capable of some evil shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. What do you feel that you did to start to start bringing that type of attention on yourself?
Well, like I said, my Patton's a real small town. There's like 1,600 people, and the law enforcement is pretty big in this area. Like, there's a lot of people that are prison guards, first responders, law enforcement. They all have their little, good old boy gang. And the chief of police of this town had filed a false police report about me in 2017. And just through a series of events, I find out, coincidentally, that's why I don't believe in coincidences, but I found out that he told some other civilians to lie just so that he could lie on a police report and charge me with false swearing, lying to a police officer. And the whole time they're so blinded by their hate and their motivation to hurt me for some reason. I don't know why. And that they totally skipped over the fact that there's a 911 call that would exist that would confirm what I'm claiming. And it would absolutely, like if I wanted to, if I pushed it, then he should lose his job, his pension, everything else. Like, to know that a chief of police went above and beyond for no reason and lied on a police report and told other civilians to lie for no good reason is disturbing. They're supposed to have more integrity than anybody, and we put our trust in the police. So when they do these things and there's proof that exists, so if I were him, I put myself in his shoes, I would imagine that he could lose his reputation, his career, his pension, and he's getting close to that point. And that other people involved probably have things to lose as well with their reputation. So that's their motivation to do this, I guess. I'm just guessing. So, but there's so many people that I don't know that aren't from this area, that I don't recognize involved, that it's hard to believe that they would target me. Like, I'm a nobody. And when you look into TIs, most of them are like a low level nobody that's, doesn't have the power, influence, or money to push back. So what I think is that they use targeted individuals. They put them on a list. It's classified for issue of national security, so they don't have to reveal it. And then they use them to experiment on them for whatever program or whatever technology they have, that week that they want to try out on somebody. They're not going to go to another country and try it out on some other country's civilians because that risks, an act of war. They're going to practice and test out their stuff on American citizens and try not to get caught doing it. I mean, it's just theories. It's just common sense. I don't have any evidence to to prove what I'm saying, but it's just speculation.
No, it's I've done, and you probably follow me. So I've done videos about targeted individuals, and it's a real thing. I had a couple of clips from guys that were working inside that actually were involved with the whole gang stalking and everything. So whereas they dealt with the technological part of that stalking and like tracking and
Track and trace.
yeah, all of that stuff. There was a guy, and he put out a couple of videos about it, man. And it comes down to some of the technology that they put up to monitor what you're doing, where you're going, and I believe I want to say this was said like back in I want to say like 95 to 99. They started talking about they were going to mark certain people, like they were going to mark their mailboxes and stuff like that to know who they felt like was a threat. They felt like you were a threat. That's how they were planning on doing. That was a long time ago. As far as
I think right now they're still in the experimentation phases of the program because I don't see how anybody can see me as a threat actually. So I think I'm just a target of opportunity. I think they're still working out the kinks of the program.
Okay, so have you experienced anything like some type of discrepancy with your financials or any type of problem with employment and things like that? Have they affected you in any kind of way?
But all of the above. They got me fired from my job. I got thrown in jail. They stole all my stuff. They broke into my apartment illegally without a warrant. They tried to kill me twice. And then they run smear campaigns and just tell horrendous lies about me, which is horrible in a small town. But my coming out and speaking out about it is what protected me and saved my ass, actually, because I was documenting this stuff. And if I got something good, they would get deleted off my phone. So I didn't know what to do. And I just went to YouTube and just uploaded a piece of evidence. I didn't know what else to do. And that was the creation of my YouTube channel. And that was 2021, I think. And then now there's almost 500 videos on there. And that's what it's all about. That's the whole thing. I'm devoted to spreading awareness about this issue because they do it to a lot of people.
Yeah, I've heard that. So for you, you say they broke in your home and things like that. That were they purposely trying to like frame you for stuff, or they were just breaking your home, taking things, or trying to scare you?
No, I think they were trying to kill me because nothing makes any sense. They didn't have a warrant and they didn't announce themselves. The cops did. So what were they planning on doing? They knew I carried a firearm all the time. I had a concealed carry permit. Like, it's a long story, but there's a lot to it. But if anybody that's actually curious, that genuinely wants the truth, you can look into it enough, and there's enough undeniable evidence that you can't, anybody can see that this goes on, and it's done by first responders and prison guards and the state. Anybody who's employed by the state, they fuck with my mail. I have evidence that they were tampering with my mail. My vehicles would get vandalized and broke down. Multiple vehicles, yeah, all kinds of stuff, and the most horrendous lies. Try to call me a pedophile. They try to call me a thief and a liar, and a lot of people are just stupid and they believe what they hear. So I try not to blame those people. I think it's easier if we just spread awareness about it and get the truth out there so that they can see the error of their ways and have an opportunity to, to say I was wrong, because this is so complex and so many people and so many resources involved that I don't blame anybody who gets caught up in this. Everybody has to work, and it's hard to go after the man, like a snake going up against a bandsaw. Like, what's the point if you're not going to make a difference? So instead of going after the low level people that do the targeting and stuff, I just try to educate everybody on the whole big picture, But I,
Hmm.
from my point of view, but I think they censor my channel.
Oh, they did.
I believe they do because you can tell any actual TIs that try to find other TIs. There's just these little groups of like 5 or 10 TIs, and they can never really, that community on YouTube is not like other communities. Do you know what I mean? Like you could go to the recipe or cooking community, and there's certain people, or the crime community, or the whatever. They control the flow of information. That's their most useful tactic, I believe.
Right, right. It is. They
And
do. And if you are somebody that's on the outside, they can make you look pretty bad. I mean, they can
yeah,
control your life. I know that, and I've seen this happen with folks in the past. Um, it's kind of like that movie, was it Enemy of the State with
yep,
Will Smith when he became a targeted individual
absolutely.
for the information that was passed to him that he knew that he wasn't even aware of. So,
the,
and they had everything, the big mother in the sky, whatever they call it, had their eye on him, and that was it for him.
the main thing that gives them their power is the programming, the fact that people in society have a hard time believing that that your government does this, or that this is real. So because it's hard to believe, they that gives them all their power. If people didn't believe this, that if it wasn't that hard to believe, then it's not hard to see what they're doing. They do things blatantly. They don't even care. They don't
Yeah.
have any fear of getting in trouble. That's what blew my mind. Like these people doing this without any fear of accountability or consequences.
Well, I've talked about many a day of who they are. So once you know who they are, then you know why they do what they do, and you know
Yeah.
how they're able to get away with it. Because at the end of the day, it's unbeknownst to most people, it's not what they think it is. It really
No.
ain't. It really
No.
ain't. So
It's
you don't
nothing
want
is what it seems. Put it that way.
nothing,
It's
nothing.
all a dog and pony show for your for your
Yeah.
programming and entertainment needs. But I suggest anybody who is curious about this subject, though, take everything with a grain of salt. Try to read between the lines with everything you see, because if you see it, it's because they want you to see it. So you
Yeah.
have to see the intent. Look at everybody's intent. That's what helped me. And when you ask the right questions and I try to only ask questions I already know the answers to, and I confront my perps. I instead of me feeling uncomfortable and paranoid, I go to them and I treat them with kindness and compassion and try to be as courteous as possible. I don't give them what they want, and it flips the script. They're uncomfortable. They can't wait to get away from you. They don't want to interact. Like they're scared. I've made them afraid. You know what I mean? So there is a method and a way to get on top of it if you're targeted. And it starts with speaking out.
Yeah, well, you definitely don't want to stay silent and suffer in silence, because if you do that, then that just gives them all the power because they feel like they don't have nothing to be concerned about. Ain't nobody looking at them.
Yep, you
And,
could disappear tomorrow, and you were troubled mentally, and you you were there were
they
some
gonna
posts online that suggested that you had mental issues, and nobody will ask any questions.
no, because they got the experts behind them.
That's right.
The experts behind them.
I
So
appreciate what you do, and I've seen the censorship. Well, I see you're on Rumble here, right?
yeah, yeah, I stuck. They kind of navigate over here, but it's censorship everywhere. To be honest with you, it's
Is
all.
Rumble like that too? Then
Yeah, I've had videos removed on Rumble too, so it don't matter where I'm at. I
I'm
think,
on there, but I didn't make the jump. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, but it's better than YouTube. I'll say that it is.
I
So
think it's everything has a silver lining. I think people are learning how to get around the censorship, and you have to learn about this shit to be able to do that. So it's just about educating each other. They created a monster. I think they overstepped their boundaries way too far and didn't realize what they got their hands, what they have. They got their work cut out for them. Put it that way.
Yeah, freedom of speech is dead. Most people don't know that either. So is our rights as human beings. But most people don't know we don't have rights. We lost our rights right around the time where they sold us into slavery and gave us these social security numbers and things.
Well, your
Yeah.
rights are your rights. They're not given to you. Your God-given rights are your rights. Nobody can take away something that's an unalienated right, unalienable rights. No, they weren't given to you by man, so man can't take them away. So they might make the appearance that you don't have freedom of speech, but you have a power of choice. So you can speak whatever you want. Nobody's holding a gag over your mouth. But just understand there's consequences to everything. And if the more you learn your rights, this is important. The more rights you learn, the more power you'll have. Most people don't know their rights. And that's another thing they play off of. When you start to learn your rights and learn the actual Constitution and everything, you'll be way more powerful than you are now. And you'll realize you have way more power than the authority, the authority figures. So
That's a good take. That's a good take on it, and yeah, having the knowledge about what you can and can't do, and what they can and can't do when they overstepping their bounds, that's gonna help you out. I've seen people throw that law around at times and get them out of some crap. But we do have those that are somewhat above the law. So I don't know if that always applies, especially when you're talking about gang stalking and targeted individuals. That could kind of contradict how we believe it to be right now.
the courts are corrupt. I mean, I've already came to that. I've accepted the fact that the courts are done. They're corrupt. But the
Oh,
court
very.
of public opinion still has power. So you got to be able to get through the censorship, though. If you can get the truth to the people, the court of public opinion still holds a lot of power. It's because that what motivates them. They get their power from elections and politicians and what they can wherever they can convince people that power resides. That's where it resides.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. So I appreciate you calling in, man. I know you didn't want to come on the video, but I mean, for somebody to just come in and talk, that's rare because a lot of people are just camera shy, phone shy, all of that. So you
We
coming
don't
in,
need
your
we don't need
story.
any more Brad Pitt lookalikes on your. I don't want to steal the spot. I don't want to steal the show or steal the spotlight from you. You can check out my channel if you want to see what I look like.
Okay, what
I've
is your
doxed
channel?
myself 100 times.
Yeah, what is
Targeted
your channel?
It's Targeted Patton on YouTube.
Targeted Patton on YouTube, guys. So you heard Targeted Patton. He's sharing stuff as far as being a targeted individual and some of the tactics and techniques or methods that they applied as they targeted him. So you want to check that out, man. Definitely go to his YouTube and see exactly what's going on. Some of you might be experiencing this yourself. So we'll
Check it out. I just sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to mention there's a few fake channels. They have made several channels about me. So my channel has almost 400 subscribers and almost 500 videos. The other ones don't have anything close to that, but there are some fake Targeted Patton channels that they make fun of me and spread disinformation. So
Okay, that's Targeted Patton. Patton is Patton, right? Just one word, Targeted Patton.
yeah, there's a space, but it comes up on when you search it. Yeah, I got through the initial, the initial hard part to get bust through the search queries and shit. So it was nice talking to you.
All right, bro. We appreciate you coming on.
I'll catch you another time, though.
All right, you be safe now.
Don't be a stranger.
You got it.
All right, later on.
All right. Okay, so that was Target Pat, man. He talked about the whole part about being a target individual, man, and some of the stuff that they do. I played a couple of videos, man. Well, that stuff can get very intense, man. For anybody that's ever experienced it or anybody that feels like they may have been experiencing it, it can be very intense, man. It can be very frightening for people as there's certain things that they apply to kind of put they either want to put you in a state of fear, or they want you to appear to be something that you're not, something that's going to make others around you not believe you, not trust in what you're saying, discredit you. Like it's basically killing your public image, or what would they call it? Defamatory stuff, doing things that's going to make you look like a criminal or whatever. Like he mentioned some things that they might have done to him, which I hope it hasn't caused him any type of any type of legalities that could cost him, his life or his freedom or anything like that. But it's a real thing that they do. We haven't talked about it much, but it's a real problem. I think somebody else.
Try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds, they can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.